Greg talked about taking a while to write that song. He started writing it at some point and started writing it. This next song took me years to write, not because it's incredibly intricate, mostly because I'm an irresponsible person who doesn't follow through with a lot of things that I do. Yeah, all right, it's the best way to be. I feel like only work when the pressure's on. But years ago, I had two guys in my band. I had one. I grew up I went to like a Southern Baptist church for most of my youth, and if you ever go into a Southern Baptist church, they have lots of pictures of the Southern Baptist Jesus, and he kind of looks like me. He's got long hair, and this particular Jesus had like a pretty well trimmed beard. You know, he was a nice looking guy. But I had a guitar player for years who looked just like him, and I was probably 27 years old at the time, and I had another guitar player who was my same age, and he looked like he was maybe like 11 or 12 years old. And we used to play this bar in Valdosta, Georgia. It was called JP's. It was the craziest fucking place you ever go in your life. It's a good thing that it's closed, but it was fun while it lasted. And the guy who ran the place was named George Weisenbacher. If y'all ever spent any time in Valdosta, you know some Weisenbachers. They are also a troubled group of people, but they're a lot of fun for one single night. And so we walked into the bar, and George immediately said, "Is he old enough to be in here?" And my guitar player said, "Yeah, man, he's 25 years old." And George said, "I'm going to trust you, Jesus, about this kid." And I thought, damn, Jesus and a kid, that's a really good thing. And so I just put it in a little notebook, and I didn't think about it much for a while. And then a few years later, I was eating in a Waffle House at about 5 o'clock in the morning, probably after playing somewhere like JP's. And me and all the people in my band were relatively offensive, loud-talking people that said things that you shouldn't say. And so we were talking loud, and there was a man and a child, and I think they were like getting up to go hunting in the morning, and we were refusing to go to sleep from the night before. And so we were talking crazy, and the lady came up and she said, "What do you think Jesus would think about y'all talking like that around that kid?" And I thought, shit, there's the song right there. Thank you, lady. We apologize for the people we are, but thank you for the song idea. This song is called Jesus and the Kid. Jesus and the kid sat down to breakfast, talked about the day that was ahead. Jesus said, "I used to love to sit and watch the TV, but all my favorite movie stars are dead." The kid said, "I've heard lots of stories." Jesus said, "They'll get the best of you." Said they put a man on the moon, son. Take it from me, boy, that just ain't true. And I know more about it all than you. If you come to hear my story, well, you know where I'll be found. Lots of friends say they adore me. They only seem to call me when they're down, and I don't ever see them come around. Kid said, "Can you really walk on water?" Jesus said, "Why don't you take a break? I've been listening to your mama and your daddy. Their thoughts are almost more than I can take." "Well, Eve said, Adam, you can call me crazy, but there's a snake walking and talking at my feet. It's been a while since I sat down to lunch though, so maybe I just need a bite to eat. And them apples there are looking pretty sweet. If you come to hear my story, well, you know where I'll be found. Lots of friends say they adore me. They only seem to call me when they're down, and I don't ever see them come around. If you come to hear my story, well, you know where I'll be found.
Lots of friends say they adore me. They only seem to call me when they're down, and I don't ever see them come back round.